Hey, what's up guys? For today's review, we got the new Master and Commander Far Side of the World. Now, personally, I've never seen Master and Commander, but I saw how everyone was getting super excited for this release, so I went ahead and snagged myself a copy before they went out of stock. Even though it's really anticipated, how does it fare in the transfer? Today we're going to be going over the resolution, the HDR, and the Dolby Atmos of this disc, and also go over the SteelBook packaging, which I thought came out really clean. And then we'll find out if this movie is actually going to stay on my shelf as a new addition to my collection, or if I'm going to put it on my eBay page selling it close to retail price. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up this SteelBook, because honestly, this one's a looker. It has a glossy blue and gold finish that really pops in the light. On the front, you got Captain Aubrey front and center, sword drawn above a ship, and it's illustrated in a style that feels like it came right off an old-time map. The gold compass on the back really ties the whole aesthetic together beautifully, and the glossy finish gives it a really premium feel. Inside, you get a still from the film, Russell Crowe standing tall on the ship deck, which feels like a fitting choice given the movie's themes of leadership and resilience. Overall, I think they did a great job with this SteelBook. It looks like something that actually belongs on a display. So let's go ahead and get to some of the tech specs. This movie is rocking a native 4K transfer, HDR10, and Dolby Vision. The aspect ratio is 2.41, so you do get some widescreen bars in this one. This also has a Dolby Atmos mix, and it has two discs inside, one being a Blu-ray and one the 4K. As for the special features, they are all located on the second disc. In the special features, you get deleted scenes, theatrical trailers, a trivia track, pop-up map, and search content. Unfortunately, that also means some excellent features from the old special edition DVD still haven't made it over to the Blu-ray on 4K. So now let's go ahead and go over the resolution and sharpness of this transfer. This transfer keeps the authentic film look intact. You get the natural grain and texture, which gives it that cinematic feel. Close-ups look fantastic, with rich details in the faces, uniforms, and wood grain on the ship's interior. But the disc isn't really consistently sharp across the board. Wide shots, especially in softer lighting, sometimes lose a bit of fine detail. It's not that they look bad, but they don't quite have that jaw-dropping clarity that some reference discs manage to have. On the other hand, aerial shots of the ships are stunning, especially at sunset. You can see every little ripple in the ocean, every line on the sails. Those moments really show you what this format is capable of. Now, when it comes to the HDR, this isn't really a movie that's going to wow you with vibrant colors and saturated color palettes. It actually sticks really close to the historical color palette that it has, which is not a bad thing. Where the HDR does shine is the contrast in black levels. Night scenes are a highlight here. Black levels are incredibly deep, creating a void-like backdrop that makes ships' lanterns pop. It really helps sell the isolation and danger of being out at sea at night. One of the best HDR moments is around the 1 hour and 12-minute mark, where the sunlight reflects the water and hits the ship just right. It's a beautiful contrast-heavy shot that shows what the Dolby Vision can do. Now we can talk about the Dolby Atmos on this. Now this is where the disc really flexes. The Atmos mix is absolutely immersive and full of life. The cannonballs aren't just loud, they have a distinct whistle as they cut through the air before exploding into the ship with deep, impactful bass, all while the score swells in the background, adding to the tension. The storm sequence around the 49-minute mark is a total showcase moment. You got waves pounding against the ship with constant bass, rain hitting the deck, high winds swirling around, and thunder rolling overhead. It all blends together in a dynamic 360-degree soundscape that makes you feel like you're right in the ship. Even quieter moments get attention. The violins and orchestral moments come through crystal clear, with the crisp of high-quality sound that really fills the room beautifully. With the combination of deep black levels, a solid film-like presentation, and an Atmos mix that puts you right in the middle of the action, there are definitely scenes on this disc worth revisiting just for the technical showcase. So here's where I land on this release. The Atmos mix is outstanding, the black levels are superb, and the SteelBook packaging is honestly great, but the overall sharpness is just a little softer than I'd like, and the HDR, while effective in contrast, doesn't really give you those eye-popping moments that make you want to show off to your friends. Combine that with recycled special features, I can't quite justify keeping this one in my collection, so this one's going to be added to my new eBay account where you can pick it up for close to retail price. I do only have one copy though, so first come, first serve. So if you managed to pick this one up on pre-order before it's sold out, let me know down in the comments what you thought about the transfer. Always curious to hear what y'all's perspective is. Until the next 4K review, deuces.